Hi guys, Squirrel here and welcome back to another episode of Trucking Diaries. There has been some changes. It's actually ATS has been rolled out into 1.2, and I don't know if you've checked out ATS 1.2, but apart from the Steam Workshop integration, one of the big changes is that they've changed the way wheels and nuts and stuff work. The end result of that is that all of my Kenworth wheel mods are broken. As you can see, I'm now back on default Dynamics tyres and standard rims. Nothing I can do about it. I've got to wait till there's an update to that mod and then go back, but it'll probably mean that I have to repurchase those, so it's going to cost me some money. Most of the other stuff seems to work. However, the Jazzy Cat trailer packs are broken, so they've been taken out, and I've had to dig around and find some new trailer packs. Even a new AI vehicle pack. So we're not using the Jazzy Cat AI vehicle pack, so the net result of all of this is that we're probably going to see some new vehicles on the road out there, and also we're going to see some new trailers that we've not seen before. And I think there is one behind me here that I'm going to go and take. You can see the FedEx one. There's one next to it. It says Hamburg Sud on it, and it has a crane and a box on it. I don't really know where it's going. I'm going to reverse here and find out. And, but yeah, at the end of the last episode, this is where we finished. I had to change the mods, and we're going to carry on from here and take us wherever that trailer's going. I've not even checked out, to be honest. Let's get us started up. Reverse over that. Now, thankfully, my sound mods are working, so that's okay. So like I say, everything else, all things being equal, should be good. There we go. Set the brake. Let's find out where this goes. That would be that one. Okay, it's a box loader 20-foot coal container, 18 tons. Important delivery. Paying 8,900 to take it down to Tonopah, which is down here. So that'll do. That's fine. Oh, I've got the MHA map back in as well. That had to take an update, so we've still got the MHA. I was also looking at the Coast to Coast mod, which goes all the way over the coast of the States. It's a bit scant on scenery. There has been an update for 1.22. I'm hesitant to install it, but I might just give it a go at some point because we're kind of running out of things to drive around here. There's also a mod which takes you up here that I've not looked at yet. So if I can find reliable map scenery to take us to new places, I shall do so. But I'll have to test stuff first. That FedEx trailer is really nicely done. Right, let's take this one. Expires in 8 hours. Pays 9 grand. We need to pay off the debts, of course. Let's check we've got enough room either side here. There we go. There we go. Lined up. Looks like quite a nice trailer. It's not very long, I don't think. But it seems to be a container with a built-in crane arm. A lot of new stuff I've not even seen. I've only just got these mods working. I started up my American truck sim after the updates, and everything just went boom. Like, really, it just crashed. I had to work out what the problem was first, and then find suitable replacements. So there you go. It's actually, it's a little bit short and stubby. Hamburg Sud with a double crane arm on either side. So it looks like this thing... I've never seen one of these before, actually. It looks like this thing can deploy itself. As in, it's a bit like when a skip truck turns up, or... What do the Americans call it? You call it a... not a skip. Oh, I can't think what in America you call it. Basically, it's a... It's like, you know, you get one for your home if you're having a lot of work done and you want to throw a lot of stuff away. And you fill it up, and then the truck turns up, lifts it onto the back of itself and takes it away. I can't remember what you call it. We call it a skip in the UK. I think you just call it a container or something. Anyway, it's a bit like that. It looks like it deploys and can probably load itself. It's quite a nice little trailer, actually. So ignore the default wheels. We shall fix that whenever I can. So yeah, what's actually happened is they've allowed you to configure the wheels now, and if we actually went down to the mechanics and messed about with the configuration of our current wheel, what we could do is we could change like the rim, the nuts around the rim, and we could add a center cover where the main axle is, right in the middle of the wheel. You can actually add a cover to it as well. But I'm not going to bother. I'm going to wait until the Kenworth pack updates. Might as well get the speedo up here. There we go. I'm going to wait till the Kenworth mod pack updates, and then we'll take it from there, I think. Because, like I say, unfortunately, because I need to carry on with this series, it means I have to go with the default wheels. I won't be able to go back and load my previous save once those mods are working. I'll have to just go and buy the wheels again. Not a lot I can do about it, of course. That's what you get for using mods. I did wonder if it was going to start in that gear. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to make myself a touch higher. Just so that I can read the, there we go. That should do it. Just so that I can read the gear, that's it. The seating is a little bit higher than I want. The alternative, of course, is just move a little bit further forward. But let's just get on the road. This billboard still works, so can you. We're in Jackpot, of course. I don't know if you remember from... I actually didn't mention, did I? We're in Jackpot. At the end of episode 30. So we're at the top end of the map. Although you probably saw it in the job market if you were paying attention. I've also downloaded a mod that adds a whole load of 18-speed Eaton Fuller well, not 18-speed actually, it adds a whole load of Eaton Fuller transmissions. Everything from 10, 15, 18-speed, I think there's even 13s in there. You might want to check that out if you want quite a few more Eaton Fuller transmissions to play with. I'm running the stock one at the moment, the one that we had when we bought this. Now, apparently, hey, look, speed limit 55. That's another thing that's... I was reading the release notes, and the speed limits have been made larger. The signs have been made larger and apparently moved further back. So my guess is that you now get told about the speed limit before it actually applies. So we'll keep our eye out on that one and see if that works. Because that has been a real pain for most people. They've also added a few options, I think. I remember, I'm trying to think what the release note said. Oh yeah, that was it. There's one option where you can turn off the sat-nav. You know, the routing on the sat-nav. You can actually turn it off. So once you're comfortable with the map itself, although you can pick up your job and you've got a sat-nav down there, it won't show you the red line. It won't tell you where to go, so it'll just effectively behave like a GPS and a map combined, but without the navigation part of it. Which sounds quite cool, because then you can basically get on the road and you've got to look out for the signs. You've got to make the decisions about where to turn off, which I know a lot of people have been asking for. So that's now in there. It's in the options screen, but I've not checked it out myself. There's another option to disable the auto parking, I think. I think that applied to both ETS and ATS, so that's in there as well. Hey, look at those hang gliders. Okay, let's... So here's the speed limit sign, or the city limit sign. City limit, speed limit 25, and it applied straight away. Okay, so I don't know. I'm not really sure what they've changed then. There's another speed limit sign though. I think that's an extra. So it looks like they're making some effort, but I think in most countries they tend to put up speed limit signs and then the speed limit change takes effect later. As in, they give you some warning. I don't know why SCS decided to do it this way, where it just applies instantly. It seems a bit bizarre to me. Stay there. Don't pull out. Thank you. One thing I have noticed though is the the AI driving has been getting progressively worse. I don't really know what's going on with the AI, but it's, I don't know, particularly in ETS, it's gone horrendous. It's gone very aggressive. It doesn't give way. It overtakes over solid white lines, solid yellow lines like this. It's just really bad. I'm sure it used to be better. Oh, that lovely, lovely engine sound. Sounds so good. Back on the open road. Toyota USA, blatant advertising. That's not default SCS, don't worry. They haven't just suddenly sold themselves out. Sponsored by Toyota. Which is an interesting thing, if you think about it. It would be very, very easy for SCS to do that. It'd be very easy for them to get some paid sponsorship into the game. But it's something I've never seen them do. Of course, it does have its downsides, as I've said before. It means that none of the real-world stuff is actually in the game. None of the RIB brands are in the game, but I guess it's tricky. If they started to drop them in there one by one, people would think they're sponsored and being paid for it, but when actually they've just got to deal with them to say, yeah, you can put it in there. Maybe people would like it, maybe they wouldn't, I don't know. Maybe it's best to just have it so that we've got made-up names and then mods take care of it. Uh-oh. 30 limit? Wowzers. And then a 70? That's insane! Did you see that? That 30 limit applied for like 100 meters. That makes no sense. Is that truck parked by the side of the road? What the? I don't think I've ever seen that. I have never seen that. Is that a new thing? Is that an MHA map enhancement? I've never seen SCS do that in the middle of the desert like this. Maybe I've just never seen it before. I'm not sure why this guy's driving so slowly. It's actually a 70 limit here. Maybe he's just a really careful driver. Well, he spotted that speed limit before I did. Let's have a look at this thing. Hamburg Sud. Look at the chrome wheels on the back. Good grief. I very much doubt they'd put chrome wheels on the back like that on a working trailer like this. I do like that tanker over there, look at it. I do love that design. I know it just says gallon on it, but I just like it. It's like the black and the chrome looks really good. Black and gold, black and chrome, all these kind of things work well together, I think. They always look kind of classy. Steam Workshop support is now available in 1.2. I had a quick look in the Steam Workshop. I saw some mods, but not many. Notable was the fact that Jazzycat has not, well there goes my long payment. Jazzycat has not released updates to his mods just yet, and I am very, very curious as to whether Jazzycat will put his in the workshop. If I had to guess, I would say that he will. And the reason I guess that is because Jazzycat puts quite a few of his mods, if not all of them, on the SCS forum. And I think mod authors who do that, like especially when they make them available, downloadable from Google Drive. I don't think Jazzycat does that bit. I think, is it Ohaha does that? Which has its pros and cons. The pros are, you can just download it, and there's no, you know, download websites to go to, no pop-up adverts to get in the way. The biggest downside of it is that Google Drive imposes a limit on the downloads every day. And if you're unlucky enough to try and download it when a bunch of people have already done it, you can't actually get a hold of the file. It'll just say, sorry, too many downloads today. For people like that, I'm pretty certain they'll move their mods to Steam Workshop. So I would imagine, you know, Ohaha will, because he's normally putting it in his Google Drive. I feel fairly confident that he'll put it into Steam Workshop. Jazzycat puts his on the forum, and I think it links to a download website, I think. But I'm kind of inclined to think that Jazzycat will put his in the Steam Workshop. The downside of putting them in the Steam Workshop for the mod author is they're not really going to get any income from it. Hang on, messing up the gears, something nasty here. Yeah, totally messed up the gears there. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how many end up in the Steam Workshop. But right now there's only a handful. But that's to be expected because the mod authors are still nicely done. The mod authors are still testing and getting to grips with the whole concept of Steam Workshop and migrating stuff in there. They have to use an uploader tool that SCS provides. Whoa, nasty! Do you see what I mean? What? Wow, dude. Wow, I mean that's a classic case in point right there, isn't it? I just got fined 1,500 as well, which is pretty much a good chunk of the payment for this job. Because I was looking at the accident that the cop car should have been dealing with, but instead of dealing with the accident, instead he decided to give me a speeding fine. Which is beautiful. And that's what I mean about the AI. They'd had a collision, and I was about to say, there you go, that proves the AI is getting bad. And then the cop car slammed me with a ticket. Ah, the life of ATS. I keep forgetting I've got some new vehicle AI here to look at. I'm sure I saw in the screenshot there was like a sports car or something. Nice trailer. Come on, change to green, come on. Just not having any luck with these lights at all. Whoa, Greyhound bus is that? A Farland bus. I love that, it's got a little rocking horse on it, look at it. It's not a Greyhound, it's a rocking horse. Brilliant. They must have had so much fun when they were making up these fake logos. Like trying to inject a bit of humour into the whole thing. I just noticed I need to get in that left-hand lane. Again, one of the things I've noticed about the AI is the way that it doesn't pay any attention to your indicators anymore. It definitely used to when it was first patched over a year ago in ETS, but I drive along a lane and I indicate, and it doesn't matter. The AI will not let me in. Oh no, you turning left. No! I better get a ticket for that now. Nope. Looks like I got over the line. Yeah, there's just no give and take in the AI now. It's just super aggressive. Where are you going, Mr. Greyhound bus, I wonder? regret nothing. Hang on, is that cop car following? I just need to keep my eye on the speed limit here. No news on the Arizona map. Not a peep. So still don't know when that's going to come out. Coast to coast map, from what I could see on the screenshot, seems to offer quite a few cities, but I also read a whole bunch of comments underneath basically saying, could you maybe stop expanding so much and just actually add some nice scenery on the way? which I thought was a pretty interesting comment. Because the author clearly just wants to connect to as many cities in the US as he can. But at the same time, the expense is that he's just not adding any scenery on the way, so it just becomes this kind of really dull drive. I assume he's added fuel stations and rest stops, otherwise that'll be a disaster if he's not. I'll give it a whirl. I'll download the mod and try it and see what it's like. I know that it offers a very, very, very long jobs, which could work out nicely maybe. Maybe it would, assuming I can buffer the cost of all the loan payments for however many days it takes me to get across the map, I would hope that the job would pay quite nicely at the end of it. Wondering what the best gear to stay in is. So we can pick up the pace a little bit. This trailer is how many tons? 18 tons, and it really doesn't feel like it. I think maybe it's because it's quite a short wheelbase trailer. It's quite compact, so you can throw it around quite a bit, it seems. Do you know, I'm sure that's a cop behind me. I'm actually paranoid. Maybe not. Either way, I'm doing under the speed limit. Let's get up into 18. Don't want to be late with this one. I think, I also read in the recent notes thinking about it, you know how, I don't know if you've seen this or not, if you use the retarder and you're using the cruise control, there's always been this really weird bug where if the cruise control activates the retarder and then you do something to cancel the cruise control, the retarder stays on, it doesn't deactivate it. And I saw something in the release notes about that, so I think maybe they've fixed it. But we shall see. Number of people have been asking me questions about could I please make a video where I do a sort of a channel, how did they phrase it? A status quo, where I effectively say what series are active. Oh wow, dude, really? Where I say what series are active and what are cancelled now and that kind of thing. I could do that, but I don't think I want to make a dedicated video out of it, to be honest. I'm not really sure how to communicate that at the moment. Things that are very much active, though, I can tell you, are truck simulation, train simulation, flight simulation, bus simulation. They are very much the staple of my channel. And while they may change format as we go along, you know, it could be that I'm doing a Bus Sim 16 video one week and an OMSI the next week. This is weird. Didn't expect this. You know, I'd still be doing Bus Simulator videos. Like, I did 2 OMSI videos recently. And then the week before I'd done a couple of Bus Simulator videos. You know, a lot depends on what I feel like doing, really. I'll be honest with you. Like, the last few days, I've just taken a break from recording. I just needed to get my head straight and sort things out, and sometimes that happens. But the end result is that I get back to it, and I like making videos, and I like what I'm doing, and I think the videos are just better that way. This is a really busy area, look at this. Where are we going? What's that one? Nice. That is a nice truck and trailer combo, look at that. Some of the things that have definitely been cancelled are stuff like Bridge Project, which I'm sure you know has been cancelled a long time ago. Car Mechanic Simulator, I sacked that off. The World of Subway stuff, I'm not doing anymore because the game is just so annoying. It's the most unrecordable game ever made. And what do I mean by that? I mean, it's brutal hard difficulty. If you make one tiny mistake, the whole scenario ends. And some of the scenarios will have like a 20-minute lead into them where you'll get on a subway, travel from about 15 stops, then get off, then set the tube up, then get going, do a stop, break the speed limit by a couple of miles per hour, and the whole scenario ends, and it just, you know, you waste an entire afternoon. Not only that, but I recorded a video, 1 hour into it, the game crashed. At that point, I just went, I'm done with this. So World of Subways, although I like it, it's just not recordable. So that won't be making a comeback. Unless they substantially change it. But I don't think they even patch it, to be honest with you. I think with World of Subways, they just release it and that's that. Disconnect. Excellent delivery. 60 gallons of fuel used. That's a lot of fuel, that is. Blimey. Bit more money, bit more XP. Heading on down to level 11. Gearing in 2. That little trailer there is the most annoying thing. Like, in real life, you probably just get out and just move it. Look, there's some more of those trailers, except that one's got a... Wow, look at that. Hey, look at that. There's two versions of the trailer we just took. There's the short version, there's a longer version there. Maybe I'll take the next job from here. That's it for this video, though. I hope you enjoyed that one. Until the next one, take care. Happy trucking.